So it's kind of a hot take. Here's why this movie ultimately does not work. There are no scenes in this movie. This is a really long music video. Like you never ever feel like you've seen an actual scene. The way it's I'm talking about the filmmaking. It's the filmmaking that's bad here. And Doug Liman is a good director, so I don't know what happened. I had seen this when it came out. This is the second time I've seen it. It's not a bad movie. I like all the actors, but it's not a good movie because you don't ever feel like you're with anybody. You don't get any time with anybody to it's just about a really cool story, sure, but it's just like flash and flare and there's no
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for
hold on.
This is your movie, Tad.
So you're saying that the part in the movie where I won't use the word scene because apparently that's loaded in this conversation. But the part in this movie where Tom Cruise and his wife's brother are in the car and they drive out to the road and he keeps telling him like, here's this bag of money, you have to go to Bora Bora.
Bless you.
Sorry.
That's not a scene.
3.
It's
what I mean, but what
and you have to go to Bora Bora and all of that. And he's like, here's your car, drive directly to the airport in Dallas, get on the plane, go there. And then as the brother-in-law is getting out of the car, he's like, you have to send me money every week. You have to send me money every week.
And then
he gets to the car and he starts yelling at him. And then he's like, fuck you and your cunt and my cunt sister. And he gets in the car and it blows up. That's not a scene?
So what I mean by
it is the best scene, actually.
So obviously I'm using the term scene loosely as this thing is cut so frenetically.
Yeah.
It's paced so poorly in terms of it's a goddamn freight train that just never stops, and not in a good way, not in a like Benny Safdie, Josh Safdie way. This is in like we're just going to cut every 3 seconds because we don't actually want anyone to register anything that's happening.
We'll come back to the Safdie brothers.
No, you're using the wrong comparison. Listen. In the universe of crime movies that are rags to riches to rags, I put this one squarely in the middle of Goodfellas, Casino.
Oh my God!
American Made.
Those are fighting words, dude. You are
I'm saying Blow, which I rewatched.
Blow is just as bad as this. They both suck.
No boy.
No.
You just said it wasn't a bad movie.
No.
Compared to Goodfellas.
Well, but hold on a second. What is the fucking difference? Because I watched all 4 of those movies in the last year, and they're all cut like that.
Oh, no, Goodfellas is
this has no charm. Goodfellas has scenes.
Well, okay, then tell me that there's no charm compared to Goodfellas. That's a legitimate criticism. The fact that you say that there are no scenes, when the reality is this is basically pulling from the same playbook as all of those other movies.
Like I make you laugh.
I think Jared's right and right. Well, it is paced and played out a lot like Goodfellas. In like, this is what happened, and then this happened.
Played out like you're on cocaine.
It's a guy on coke telling you a story,
right?
And my problem with it is, it's like this movie could have been a podcast. It's based on a nonfiction book. It's like it's interesting. It's an interesting.
They
story.
changed a lot, just to say.
Yeah, in fact,
they changed a lot. Yes.
Lyman's description of this movie it's a fun lie based on a true story.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, backing up a bit, the question is whether or not Barry Seal, the main character of this film, versus say like Henry Hill from Goodfellas, which one is a more sympathetic character? Because
Barry Seal.
This guy is. I think they're
He's
very
not a
similar.
sympathetic character at all. There's nothing. I don't like him at all. He's
oh gosh,
main character
Henry Hill's a fucking terrible person.
Okay. Let me ask this question: do you feel like you know anyone in this movie as opposed to how you know people in Goodfellas, the characters?
Oh yeah, I have known
Listen,
people I've known people who are exactly like the other pilots in this movie.
No. I'm not asking you if
Like,
you know people like them.
No,
I'm
no.
asking you if you feel like you know these characters.
These characters.
You mean
oh
you
yeah,
learn to
Jared, to
absolutely.
be clear, I do not think this movie is anywhere near as good as Goodfellas. It's one of the greatest fucking movies ever made. But I'm just saying that there is a formula that was really perfected in that has now been used to my. I mean,
no
you
shit.
guys tell me if did I leave
Yeah.
anything off the list? Because those are the ones I could think of that were all
You're
like.
So
not
it's
wrong.
Goodfellas without
So
the needle drop.
I feel like this is the
Yeah.
distilled
There's a
version
couple
of
good
that, or
needle
like
drops in
the
this
Yeah.
movie.
I know.
it's been beaten to a pulp, and now
I
this
think
is
it's an
the,
This is weird.
improvement I think it's an improvement over Blow, which was made 10 years earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually
Yeah,
put
this
down,
is better Blow.
I'm gonna put down this opinion that actually, Sarah, I mean, Lucy, the wife, is actually the most sympathetic character in the film. She's just trying to cope with what's going on. She goes
Yes.
along with it for a while, but it's like she doesn't know what he's up to and never has an idea the entire film what he's up to. And
That's
He's somewhat complicit, though.
I don't,
I don't
complicit.
think so. She knows.
well, she
after a while.
cashes her checks in. I'll give
Yeah,
you
once
one.
he starts throwing wads of money around in the empty house.
Yeah. Well, maybe that makes her.
Where
Whereas
did that come from?
Bronco.
Your husband
handled
shows
it
up with
better.
big wads of money. You're gonna start spending
this
it.
much.
So it's like it's part of it.
Sarah Wright is playing a very similar character in this movie to January Jones's character in The Two Burials of Nicholas Estrada.
Yeah. Okay.
Where it's like this is a very naive woman who's married to a complete asshole, but still is kind of on board with his assholeness.
Yes.
Like
there's that weird Southern get along thing going on here.
I think the flaw is that this is a well-made movie with good actors in it, and it's not terrible. It's entertaining to watch, but it doesn't bring anything bigger than what it is, which is a recounting of events. Whether they're true or not, it doesn't take you to another level with these characters or teach you anything about people.
It feels everything feels so rushed to me.
I think what this movie brings to the table, and the reason that I picked it, and the reason that I picked it with the next movie, is because it's fucking funny.
It is funny.
It is funny.
Like the forest almost. Yeah.
Again, I was before Jared came in and we were doing our aborted original start. I was going to say this has one of my favorite in-character jokes I've seen in a movie in a very long time, which is when he's talking about the beginning of his career and he's like, yeah, and then they wanted me to fly stuff to these Contras in Nicaragua, which is this country right here, and he's showing you on the map, and he writes Nicaragua over it, and he goes, "Oh wait, no, that's El Salvador." And he crosses it off, and he writes Nicaragua over Nicaragua, like
most of us did at the time.
That's a very good joke in a movie that has a lot of really good jokes in it. Like the scene where they're having sex on the plane and it just starts to like fall out of this. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and it gets 0 G.
Some nice effects, man.
Yeah. The scene where Bill falls asleep and he has to go wing tap him to wake him up. Like,
that's the shit. This is why I really like
Battle of Britain.
Right. I agree. Like, fine. I think it's really quickly paced. But Tom Cruise is bringing his fucking A game, and he's not doing a lot of the usual shtick that we see in Tom.
I don't know why, but he did.
I think he is charming as hell in this movie.
I'm a huge TC fan, and I think this is one of his worst performances ever.
Wow.
I just don't think he fits
like
one
of the few I liked.
Somebody, Variety.
I'm just going to leave this up every time you open your fucking mouth.
The Variety review.
This fucking movie is.
I think it's very fucking entertaining, is what it is.
It is.
The Variety review said that
I like
this
Donald
movie could have
Gleason,
made any point in the last 30 years of Tom Cruise's career, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because this is the thing that Tom Cruise is great at, is doing this kind of character.
It's like a mature version of Risky Business.
But
it is.
There's no running. There's no shooting. There's no jumping. There's none of that.
There is running when his brother's car blows up. I saw it. I was like, there's the running. There's the running.
A little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, Caleb Landry Jones, the brother-in-law.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's, like, always plays these small
man.
parts in big movies, and he's always great.
Yeah.
As soon as he showed up,
sure.
the first time I saw this, I was like, "You're dead."
Same here. I saw him and I said, this character represents the moral hazard of being a Southerner.
You're a justified,
justified
villain of the week.
Yeah.
You're a justified villain of the week. You're dead by the end of this
Pretty
episode.
much.
Sheila had left the room during that scene that you just described earlier, where they're in the car and he's saying, "You're going to go to Bora Bora with this bag of money and never, ever, ever come back." So I described that to him, and then he goes and gets in the car and he flips him off, and Sheila goes, "And then the car blows up." I'm like,
boom.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
She called it, so it wasn't
He's kind of a big risk
unexpected.
there. That's the thing.
No, it's not. It's not unexpected. What it is funny.
It is
because
funny.
then
it's
he has
timing.
he has to do the thing where he forces the car off the road and he buries it in the leaves, and then he goes back to the hangar and he's all covered in fucking dirt, and the other guy's pounding on the door, and he's like, "JB's gonna tell on us," and he's like, "He's not."
Trust me, he's not.
Trust me, he's not. And then there's this long silence. And it's like, okay.
The other thing I'll say about this movie that I really like is that like I said, I've watched. I would love to know if there is a fifth or sixth one on the list, because I can only think of the ones I wrote down. But the way that Tom Cruise things end for him is not the way that they end in all those other movies, which
it's unusual for Tom Cruise
that every one of those characters does.
But they didn't show it.
Members going, you really need to quit while you're ahead, bro.
They pushed out.
They did pull the punch.
They didn't show him get fucking smoked.
He puts his arm up, and then you hear the gun go off.
Seeing it or not, he was fucking dead. Bottom line.
Well, in real life, he got it was like 6 shots from a Mac 10. 6 shots from a Mac 10. I think took him out.
Doesn't matter. No, he's dead.
Why do you need to see the bullets go into him?
You need to see the blood go on the windshield.
Right. Yeah. You don't need to see that because we've seen that in a million times in a million different movies.
Also,
I think
that could have been the studio saying, don't show this.
No, I don't know,
right?
I think the fact that it shows the guy walking up with the gun, and it cuts to him narrating, and then it's just you hear the gunshot, and then you see the aftermath of that is a specific choice of being like, this was him narrating his story. He is now done narrating his story because he's dead.
Because he's dead.
And like now we're gonna pick up with what is essentially a postscript of what happens after that with the end of the Ron
But again, what sends him down the road of getting taken out in the parking lot was he made the mistake of partnering with the fucking feds.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Right? I mean, like it's very different from all those other rags to riches to rags druggy movies where at some point the lead character just takes it a little bit too far.
Oh, this film has a point of view. It kicks Reagan's whole thing in the nuts the entire film, and also tells you the Contras were a bunch of incompetent idiots. And it's like, so that was kind of fun to watch. Let me back up a little bit. Metaphor. This film looks so interesting because they boosted the luminance, the prominence.
Yeah.
So it had tons of color in it. It was really low key. I mean, high key. I
watched the HDR.
God, it's gorgeous. It was gorgeous in a weird way because
in a vintage way.
When they would fly into those countries like like
borderline
Guatemala and like Colombia, the colors got even stronger.
Yeah,
it was like really strange looking.
Well, because I think part of that is because they had a Hispanic DP on this movie. Yeah. And I think he was intentionally dialing back the color in America and dialing it up in South America,
but,
as opposed to what normally happens in movies where they do the opposite,
right?
Where everything in South America still gets a piss filter.
They put fucking
Breaking Bad. Remember that? Every time they go to Mexico, everything's yellow.
Third world
Right.
filter.
Yeah,
Traffic.
the third world filter, exactly.
Yeah, it works in the Middle East too.
Well, all of traffic is piss filtered. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but America is like blue, and then like Mexico is yellow.
It's yellow, exactly right.
Yeah, true.
And Canada's
I don't
probably even bluer.
I don't think this is a masterpiece, but I do think it is tremendously entertaining. I've seen it a couple of times now, and like Tom Cruise is a fucking movie star, and I really like watching him in a role. Like I think that the last two Doug Liman movies that we've watched with Tom, in both instances, he's kind of not doing the thing.
Well, Edge of Tomorrow, but you know,
Edge of Tomorrow, he's fucking scared shitless a lot of the time.
They're both atypical because he's a coward in that movie.
Yeah, that's where I think because this
and
is
he's
so
an
played
idiot
out
in
at
this
this point, I don't find this movie entertaining at all. I think they're rushing it, and that's where I disagree with, I guess, everybody. But
this is weird that I think this film had that same energy as Go, and it just kind of went and went.
Oh no, Go is so much better than this movie.
Well, again, I tell you, I'll
this.
agree that Go is an amazing film and it stands apart from other ones, but this one had the same kind of coked up energy to it, I think.
Yeah.
So
Go had scenes.
oh my God.
Oh, James has overcome
from
many...
Is this even a movie, guy?
No, stop now. Jim.
Yeah, we've gone from it's not a movie to it's not a scene.
It's not a movie.
Today. He had
no scenes.
He had a power outage today. There was an iguana in the kitchen. Had to chase out.
The iguana's chewing on my toes right now.
There were banditos. So, Jim, give us your corner, man.
Yeah, can I have a piss filter here?
I'll throw it in the post, okay?
Okay, we'll take care of it in post.
He is calling from Mexico.
I know. You should do that.
I should know.
Jim is partying with the
black and white.
Fucking cartel, dude.
We should do
cartel colors, exactly.
In fact, he should have a piss filter every time he's in Mexico.
Yes.
That's how Americans make movies.
This might be the clip. I'm not sure.
I do want to party with the Medellin fucking cartel, though.
I know. They have nice swimming pools, man.
Yeah, they seem to know how to have a good time.
They have nice swimming pools and guys who will shoot you 6 times in the chest with a suppressed Mac 10.
Yeah.
That's the parking lot of your halfway house.
But they're easily poisoned, so that's good too. All right, Jim, take it.
So yeah, this is an unusual movie in that I really enjoyed it, and it has Tom Cruise in it. So.
First time.
And I hadn't realized that. I just found out like a couple of days ago that Liman had directed both Bourne Identity and the other one you mentioned, the sci-fi flick.
Tomorrow.
This is like our what, 4th or 5th Liman?
4th.
I think it's our
third and fourth.
Go Edge of Tomorrow and these two, right?
What do we do? Go Edge of Tomorrow
and these two.
Yeah. And I'll have to watch Go now, just because.
I like the other two.
Wait. We did it on the show, Jim.
We had the. Didn't he do the Norwegian shooter one?
No, that's
Greengrass.
That's Greengrass.
Oh, that's Greengrass.
Greengrass. Go on.
I can confuse that because he did Bourne movies.
Lime, Green.
Yeah,
Lime.
They both did Bourne movies. That's why.
I'm just cop to not watching Go when it was picked.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see Go because
I like your lime green.
Okay, I keep going, Jim.
Anyway, I enjoyed it. I got a bargain basement Goodfellas vibe from it. And,
nice. That's a
it was all
good.
Yeah. I disagree, I guess, with Jared in that I think it does have scenes. I don't know. What's your definition of a scene?
Man with cultured taste.
Yeah, well, I've been watching so many shitty movies.
We've
brought him down to our level.
Oh my God.
Anyway. So yeah, it was good. I really thought it was a good choice to have an Irishman play CIA.
Oh, his accent was unimpeachable, man.
He does a great American accent.
He does a good American accent.
I think he's quite good in this.
I will also say this is the shortest of all of those rags to riches to rags.
I'll give you that. Yeah. True.
So what are we including in that genre?
Well, I mean, you tell. I would love to know if I missed
Casino, this, and Blow.
Goodfellas, Casino, Wolf of Wall Street, and Blow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wolf of Wall Street for sure.
No, you said Casino, so now you have 5.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what's the 6th one? Am I missing one?
You mean
I don't know. I was asking because I was gonna.
No,
list to watch. I mean,
Well,
I've already
there's,
I think of like
uh,
things like
there's three
Scarface and like that,
Scorseses.
but they end up dead at the end, so it's not the same thing.
I think Boogie Nights is the same thing.
Boogie Nights is definitely in the vibe for sure.
Although Rags to Riches,
Boogie Nights is PTA doing Scorsese, and then American Hustle is Deborah Russell doing Scorsese.
yeah, but there's Rags to Riches.
That's my least favorite one. Then that's
there's
even
Rags
worse
to
than,
Riches
than
I
to
can't
Rags.
remember anything about that movie.
Oh, neither do I.
It is really bad. Like
that's David O. Russell, man. You don't remember any of his shit. It's like unmemorable.
No.
Oh
No,
yes, yes.
He's got
Three
some
Kings,
But
Three fucking
Three
kings
Kings
sporting with
exist.
disaster.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
Three
Three
Kings.
I love
Yeah.
Three Kings.
No, it's not good. It was
Three
not.
Kings
it's
is
Oh,
very
It was a
good.
rambling.
remember-
It was a
I take it
rambling
back.
mess.
I remember feeling bad for Jeremy Renner's character in American Hustle. That's what I remember.
That's a good.
I forgot he was
But-
in it.
Oh, actually, I was
He got
making a
totally
point. There's a
hosed.
difference between rags to riches to rags, which means at the end
I mean,
the character
they're all-
lost all his money, he's still alive, like Goodfellas, and there's rags to riches to dead.
Right.
Well, but it's all the
common.
same.
Like, that's Scarface,
arc.
and that's
I mean,
like a lot of
they're-
other films.
The problem with
They're-
American Hustle
they're
is,
all
watch it again. All the
fictional
costumes and the wigs
characters.
and
I
shit
never
look like an
feel
SNL
sorry
skit.
for any of them.
There's
Not
no
good.
there's no menace in American Hustle until De Niro shows up for one scene.
This
Doing
and
his best Robert Mitchum impression.
This movie is a rags to riches to rags to dead.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, he ends up dead for no real reason of his own other than he got into it in the first place.
Oh,
guess.
fucking. He had so many
Because-
enemies at the end. He had the cartel. He had
Yeah,
Reagan.
there's no way you
Come on,
get out of this.
There's no way he wasn't
Also,
going to end up dead.
This
in
is.
this
I
thing.
just think this is an incredible story and wish there was a better movie made about
All
it.
right. Okay, that's it. That's
like
the
it.
that's
I
the
like it a
thumb
lot.
thing. Okay,
Eh,
Tom Cruise is a movie star.
pretty much. I was
Oh,
entertained the
okay.
entire time. The thing.
Tom
beautiful,
Cruise
and
is
the
an
aerial,
asshole.
the aerial photography was astounding.
Both things can be true, James.
Tom
Yes,
Cruise is an
that's
alien.
true.
Well,
He's
Tom
an
Cruise
alien?
is an alien.